Okay, is everyone here? If so, we shall now begin our meeting. Alright, first and foremost, I would like to thank everyone here for being present to our very first department meeting for the second half of the year 2024. As you all may know, our company, Malaysia on the Plate, has a policy of holding at least 2 events per year, once every half of the year. So like now, since we are in that second half of the year, the headquarters has already started inquiring about it. So I believe that everyone present here is from the marketing department, right? Next slide, please. We have our Vice Chief Marketing Officer, Ms. Sharifah Humaira, our Marketing Manager, Ms. Fatin Akila, our Creative Director, Ms. Putri Sri Delia, and our Digital Marketing Manager, Mr. Is Daniel, and me, Sarah Khairul, your Chief Marketing Officer and Chairperson of this meeting. Next slide, please. So with that, I hope that by the end of this first meeting, we could cover 3 objectives today, which are to discuss the event overview and concept, to have the proposed budget for the event presented, and to be brief on the promotional content for the event. So without any further ado, I would like to ask our Vice Chief Marketing Officer. So what is our plan for an event? What do you propose we do right now?
Hello, Assalamualaikum people. So my name is Sharifah Humaira and I'm the Vice Chief Marketing Officer. And thank you for Sarah Khairul. For our event, I would like to present about the event overview, which is the title, the dates, the venue, and summary. Next slide, please. So for our upcoming event, we simply put the title Food Festival, as this title captures the essence of the event, a celebration of diverse culinary delights. And by keeping the title straightforward, we ensure it is memorable and easily recognizable. This festival aims to bring together the lovers from all walks of life to enjoy a variety of dishes, from traditional local to cuisines and international flavors. So next slide, please. For the dates, we have chosen from 20th of January to 27th January, where this festival will take place over a full week. So these dates have been strategically chosen to coincide with the long social, school holidays, ensuring that the families can attend without the constraint of school schedules. So next slide, please. For the venue, Dataran Merdeka, the venue of the food festival is Dataran Merdeka because it has a historic and iconic location in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. It is known for its spacious layout and central location. Dataran Merdeka is the perfect setting for our festival, and it offers ample space for food stalls, entertainment stages, and seating areas, ensuring a comfortable and enjoyable experience for all attendees. Additionally, accessibility makes it easy for people from various parts of the city to join the festivals. And for the summary, next slide. Can we go to the previous slide? I believe I have. Okay. So next slide. Next slide. Okay, this is the Dataran Merdeka. For the summary, Malaysia on the Plate is an event dedicated to spread the awareness of the rich and diverse classic Malaysian cuisine that remain undiscovered by many. And this food festival aims to highlight the traditional Malaysian dishes, showcasing the unique flavor and culinary traditions from various regions in an era where international cuisines like Korean or Western haven't even existed at that time. So therefore, I think that is the end for my slide today, and I will give it back to Sarah Khairul, our chief. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Humaira. I see. So, how do these chosen dates for the food festival contributed to the enhancing the attendees experience?
Oh, okay. Thank you for the question. I see that you're concerned about this. The thing is, I have like considered three specific reason for why we choose this, because the first is the school holidays, where the festival aligns with the long school holidays and makes it easier for families to attend together. Therefore, without usual constraint of schedules, people can, families and friends can actually enjoy the wedding with the festival without any worries. For the next reason is it has like extended duration. Spending over full weeks allow the festival to hold a wide range of activities and events. Therefore, the attendees have multiple opportunities to visit all their convenience, ensuring that they can explore various culinary delights and cultural attraction without feeling rushed. For the third one is the weather consideration, where January typically offers pleasant weather in Kuala Lumpur without lower chances of heavy raining or extreme heat. This makes the outdoor activities more enjoyable and comfortable for both vendors and attendees throughout the festival. So I think is that answering your questions?
It did. So you wanted like everyone to come, not just maybe school students or grown-ups. You wanted everyone to come to this festival.
Exactly true. Like
Ah,
it
I
would.
see. Okay, okay. So thank you for that. So since we are taking the food festival into consideration, we need to attract people to come, right? So what do you think is the best way to promote it, Mr. Is? So like what promotional content do you think we should put out for this festival?
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Okay, for our social media, for digital marketing strategy, we will go for social media campaign, which is Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. On Facebook, we will create an event page to serve as a central hub for festival information and updates. We will post engaging content like event highlights, vendor spotlights, and important announcement. Paid ads will help us reach a broader audience and drive ticket sales. And then for the Instagram, it will be our primary platform for visually appealing content. We will share high quality photos, stories, and reels that capture the festival's atmosphere. Daily posts and multiple stories will keep our audience engaged. Reels and TikTok videos will be posted 2 to 3 times a week. Will showcase the fun and unique aspects of the festival. We will also collaborate with local food bloggers and influencers to create authentic content and reach their followers, encouraging user-generated content to help build community and excitement. The best posts will be featured on our official pages to motivate further participation. So that is some of the strategy that we can use to promote our event. So I will give it to the chief officer, Ms. Sarah.
All right, thank you for that. So our main strategy is posting on social media, is it?
Yes.
So how will we like measure this success of the social media campaign? Like what is our
Um, okay. For the measure, we will measure the success of our campaigns using several key performance indicators, or we can say KPIs. For social media, we will track metrics such as engagement rates, follower growth, reach follower growth and reach, and the number of user-generated content submissions using our specific hashtag.
I see. So like motor engagement, right? Hashtags
Yes.
engagement. All
And
right.
also, we will also monitor the performance of paid ads, including click-through rates and conversions.
Oh, all right. I see. So okay, thank you for that. So now since we had already have the promotion and the overview, so for all of this, do we have a planned budget amount for this festival, Miss Fatin?
We do have a planned budget for the planning. Our target audience will be families and young adults. The attendance goals would be 35,000 because it's for 7 days, including, especially on the weekend, there will be more people from, especially families with kids from schools. For attractions, we will use culture performances and band for performance. Vendor management, we will recruit vendors offering Malay dishes like lemang, kuih, satay, and others. We will use sustainable practices, which is eco-friendly initiatives such as waste reduction, recycling programs, and sustainable sourcing of materials. Next slide. For the budget planning, the total would be 115,000, which is breakdown to the venue rental, which is 40,000. The vendor coordination will be 5,000. Utilities is also 5,000. Setup and teardown 15,000. Security 15,000. Printed materials such as flyers, posters, and banners that will be sticked onto like traffic poles or any malls or walls will be 5,000. Performers will be paid 20,000, and sanitation is 10,000. That is all. I give back to the chief, which is Sarah.
Okay, thank you. So seeing this budget plan, there's security and sanitation, right? But I think we should like add one more, which is for safety purposes, such as if there's a fire hazard, we had some equipments ready for it. Since this is a food festival, there's fire involved, and maybe there's like sudden rain since we are doing it at Dataran Merdeka, right? So maybe there's like extra tents or something. I think we could add that to the budget planning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So since we had this budget plan already, so we wanted to hold a food festival under our company, right? Malaysia on the plate's name. So since we are holding it under that name, so what concept do you suggest we go for, Miss Delia?
All right. Assalamualaikum. So as the creative director, I have put out the concept and the mood board for the overall of the festival itself. And for the concept of the festival, the theme would be the classical Malaysian culture, where it embodies the culture of Malaysian itself, where we have many cultures in our country. So the type of cuisine is Malaysian traditional food. As been said before, there's gonna be like satay, nasi lemak, just all those food that represents our culture and represents the country itself. So moving on to our next slide. So this is our mood board for the whole festival itself. So there's gonna be an arch using street hats, where street hats basically represent how back in the days the people in our country work as work in the farm, work in the forest and stuff. So they use the street hats to cover themselves up from the sun. So for the food vendors themselves, the booth itself gonna be made out of wood, and there's gonna be a piece of cloth where we're gonna use batik, because batik is one of the fabric design that represents the country from back in the days to now. And the walkway, we're also gonna use batik for the whole walkway. And then for the sitting area, we're just gonna use this carpet, or as we know it, called tikar. And then it's gonna be a wooden table, and then just mattresses for them to sit. And for the overall decoration itself, we're gonna incorporate our national stuff like a wow, a bicycle, a boat, or beca, to incorporate the Malaysian culture in the design itself. So moving on to the next slide. So for performances, right now we have two performers. So we have Insomniacs and Kugiran Masto. Why did we pick these performers? Because right now, these two band is one of the top band and upcoming band that all teenagers, even their moms and dads, know about them. And even Kugira Masto itself, the music that they portray, the music that they use is more of a jazz and classical type of tone. So it really matches the overall concept of the festival itself. And for Insomniacs, they're just a very popular and famous band that all teenagers would spend monies to go to see them. So it's one of our attraction to invite these teenagers and these kids to come to the festival themselves to enjoy the performance. I think that would be it. Moving back to the chief.
Okay, thank you. That's actually a really good concept. I actually really like it. But since we wanted performance, right? So what happens if these performers rejected our invitation?
All right. Okay. So we're prepared for them. For that, we already have a list of backup performers where if one of these performers, Insomniacs or Career Master, decided to reject our offer, then we're gonna offer it to other performers that we already have on the list. And inshallah, we're gonna have a few more performances if any of them decided to reject it. So there's no problem in the performances.
I see, I see. So there's already a backup plan, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's a lot. We already get a gist of the event that we wanted. We already heard from everyone about the outline. I think it is a great proposal. And if I think it is great, I think the higher ups will agree with me. But before that, do any of you have any questions about what we discussed? Like you wanted to ask each other anything?
Um,
Any questions?
What outcomes or results are we hoping to achieve?
Who is the to whom are you asking this question to?
To everyone.
Okay. So for me personally, I think if we did a food festival, it kind of it kind of um it kind of goes with our name, our company's name, Malaysia on the plate, right? So I think that might actually make our company name bigger. And since we are putting our company names to the food festival, people might know about our company. How about the others?
For me, since it used the concept of the Malaysian culture itself, and nowadays I feel like our country is very modernized and everything is very modern. There's no incorporation of our culture back in the days. So by this concept, by this food festival, I feel like young adults, young people, these kids will get to know the culture of Malaysia more, and they get to see what they maybe haven't seen before, the concept, the food maybe, and the decoration. So maybe it's something that these kids haven't seen before. So this is a chance for them to learn about their culture more. So that's for me.
Okay. Is that all? Okay, thank you for answering.
Anyone has any other questions? No?
no.
All right. So if no, next slide, please. Next slide. So with that, I'm glad that we managed to complete our 3 objectives today. And I think we have accepted everyone's proposed area, right? So I will need you to send me full details of it to my email so that I can write the complete proposal for the event to the headquarters. For our next meeting on this event, I think it should be in 2 weeks' time, like the same time, because I believe that the headquarters will have already given us their answer to our proposal by then. So that's all. I thank you all again for attending this meeting. We may now end the meeting. Thank you. Take care. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.